like, comment, share, subscribe, smash that bell notification, hit that Cash App right down there in the description box if you wanted to continue and support people like me, continue to support free speech. Last time I checked, it's still America. Don't treat me like a side chick. Show your boy a little bit of love. Hey, bro, the other day in real life, I actually had a person ask me, hey, Chambo, are you antisocial? In my mind, I chuckled and I laughed because the answer to that question has way too many layers than he wants to deal with. I knew he did not want to get into a deep discussion on the topic. So instead of getting into it, what did I do? I just said, yeah, I'm antisocial. And then I left it at that without any further explanation, which I know in itself is antisocial behavior, which I know in itself is an antisocial response. But hey, I'll admit it. In certain situations, in certain environments, I can be extremely hard to deal with. In certain situations and in certain environments, I don't always like engaging with people. That's just who I am. I don't know if it's a trust thing. I don't know if I don't like wasting my time or energy with certain people. I don't know if I don't like too many people getting close to me. I don't know what it is. I'm me, you're you, my neighbor's him. Everybody has to be themselves. Okay? And if I don't feel any kind of bond or if I don't feel any kind of connection with you, well, then it's just not happening. But then I start thinking a little bit more about this. My personality can in fact come across as very aggressive and even borderline rude from time to time. And I don't want that. I've been told on more than one occasion from more than one person that I'm an intimidating person and that the side of me that's introverted and reserved actually makes the intimidation aspect even worse. The reason is because if you see someone who you think is intimidating, if you see someone out that's intimidating to you, but then that person is also quiet or introverted, that's going to just multiply the intimidation factor by 1,000. Because now not only are they intimidating to you, but now you can't understand them. Now you can't define them. Now you don't know exactly where they're coming from. And I will admit, most people who only know me on that surface level would say I'm standoffish. They may even say I'm conceited, or they may say I'm hard to understand. And people who are introverted and have self-confidence, if you're both introverted and have self-confidence, what are you always told? You're always told, get off your high horse. You're always labeled as conceited because people that like to label others, they have no personality. They have no brain power. When they can't understand you or define you and you don't fit into one of their little boxes, they immediately just think the first thing that comes to their mind or they heard on TV or that they heard someone else say about people like you. It's easier for them to process you that way. The truth is, though, when I'm around people that I really know really, really well, I'm not introverted at all. At my core, I'm goofy and funny, playful and loud. People say I'm a big-ass kid. If you don't know me, if you don't know the side of me, and then you see that side of me, you'll say, holy shit, this guy is fucking insane. Of course, like everyone else, I do enjoy my quiet time to myself for thinking and reading and writing, but for the most part, no one who actually knows me on a deeper level would ever tell you that I'm introverted, because I'm not. One of the big reasons I think for this discrepancy is that I think the majority of people in the world like to engage in small talk. They love it. It gives them a sense of worth and self-identity and importance to the group. It makes them feel cared about and safe. It does all kind of shit for them. But me, I fucking hate small talk. And I'm also terrible about it. Brain tumor, I'm also terrible at it. What's the word they say? Cringy. I believe that small talk is the most cringy thing ever. And I don't like having to sit there thinking about things to say about a conversation that I'm not interested in just to make sure that there's no awkward silence. I'd rather just embrace the silence. There's something powerful about being in control. There's something powerful about not letting the silence bother you. And it shows another level of higher consciousness. Another reason is, let's just be a buck, plain and simple, I usually don't care about or like what you're talking about. 95% of conversations are just not interesting to me. But then when that 5% comes up, you're going to see me light up like a little kid. And I never understand people who pretend to be interested in things just for the sake of others. That always came across as fraudulent to me. Phony. It's fake, man. I don't enjoy talking about drinking beer or gossip or what the best weed is or what tools at Lowe's are discontinued just because you like it, just because you want to talk about it. That's like me eating the food that you eat or you eating the food that you like because you think it tastes good. I eat the food that I like. And I would never expect someone to pretend to be interested in something they're not just for the sake of being nice to me. Of course, that doesn't mean being rude or dismissive, but also don't be fucking fake, okay? You can respond with a couple of sentences, but don't keep the shit going and going and going. Because real people like me see right through it. Also, a majority of people really care about fitting in. We all know this. Everybody cares about fitting in. It's important to them, and they put a lot of effort into it to ensure that they're liked and that they fit in the group. But me, on the other hand, and there's a lot of people like me, there's something about not fitting in that has a larger appeal. I like being an outsider. I like being mysterious. I like being my own man. It makes me feel weird to go with the grain all the time, to swim with the current all the time. It's like being a sheep, just doing and saying things that are nice and that people can agree with and that are safe. Nah. Tupac once said, I don't want anyone to ever think they can predict what I'm going to say because I'm afraid to offend people. You need to think about this. This is a great quote because I think there's a lot to be said about a person who stands on his own 2 feet, unafraid of what anyone else will think about him or what anyone else will say about him. When you find out who you're afraid to speak out against, you have actually discovered your master. I want you to pay attention. When you find out who it is that you're afraid to speak out against, that's when you've discovered your master. I say this, be unique, be unapologetically you. If people don't like that, oh well, that's fine, that's not a big deal. Not everyone is for everyone. Not everyone is gonna like you or understand you or think that you fit in or think that you're the best thing ever. It's fine, don't worry about those people. The most important thing is speaking your truth and being genuine to yourself at the end of the day. When you go to sleep at the end of the day in your bed, make sure that that day you were genuine to yourself, that you weren't phony or fake or fraudulent. Be you, man. And finally, and also don't be scared to be you. And finally, me being quiet in certain circumstances and situation, it's not always for my benefit. It's also many times for your benefit. Because if you knew my real opinion on things, if you knew how I really felt about things, you would complain and whine that I made everyone feel uncomfortable or I killed the vibe or that I'm offensive or that I offended someone. It's a fact. I'm not good at social empathy. I have a hard time deciding or deciphering whether or not people can handle what's about to come out of my mouth. So that's a constant struggle. Should I say this or should I not say this? Can people handle this or not? I'm not really sure. So a lot of times I'll just say it and then, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that shit, even though it's the truth. Someone like me never lies because I don't fear anyone. I was told when I was a little kid, the only people that lie are people that are afraid. You only lie when you're afraid of someone, and I'm not afraid of anyone, so I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. And also, I don't wanna make people feel uncomfortable. So many times, what will I do? I would just sit back and let everything unfold around me. People like me, and have similar personalities to me, a lot of the time, we're observers. We're going to sit back and observe what's going on around us. We're going to let it unfold around us. But that unfolding comes with limits. I've discovered with my age that all things must have boundaries. If a situation or conversation approaches my threshold of social respect or independent respect, well, then I will quickly shift and have no problem quickly shifting into Chambo, the Last Viking. You may or may not like Chambo, the Last Viking, but at that point, Chambo, the Last Viking will come out. Take it as you may. Hey, man, I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay corona free. Don't forget to hit that Cash App down there in the description box. And until next time, don't deal with no bad logic. Don't deal with no bullshit. I am the fucking atheist killer, and I see you next time, bro. I'm out of here, man. Peace.